four-time winners, now looking good for promotion from League One, then shocked the Sellers Park faithful by taking the lead just minutes after the restart. James Henry, whose only previous goal for the Trotters was a 90th minute winner against Scunthorpe last month, finding the top corner in fine style. Last season's beaten finalists were without both Wilfried Zaha and Bakary Sakho due to their involvement in the Africa Cup of Nations, but they could bring on Christian Benteke, who proved his worth by turning the tie around. Firstly by heading home Mathieu Flamini's cross to make it 1-1, and the home bench desperately looking to avoid extra time. Benteke controlled Andros Townsend's cross superbly before turning home. His 7th of the season, putting Palace in front.
Back to the Valley a fortnight later, and Bolton Wanderers stealing a goal with Michael Johansson from a Dean Holdsworth flick on. John Robinson, though, working well down the flank, supplied the cross, and Graham Stewart arriving on the scene absolutely perfectly, tied it up at 1-1. It was 10 aside in the second half, Graham Stewart and Andy Todd getting their marching orders, but Clive Mendonca, having scored a hat-trick on the opening day, found his goal touch again.
Bolton are flying high under former Charlton boss Phil Parkinson. Would you, if you get something there, would you put that down to a marker on how your season's been going?
It's hard because it's not a personal marker, because it's not. This is not about. I'm not going to see dramatic change in where I want to go right away, but I've already seen a marker in training. When I first walked in the door, we did one or two things, and the results have improved over certain aspects. And don't think this is because we're fitter. It's an old way of looking at things. Oh, they weren't fit when I took over. I've not said that at all. Just how I expect my teams to play requires something that they didn't have. If I was walking to another club and maybe the person who took over from me will want something different out of his players that he doesn't foresee them having at that particular time. So we're working hard trying to implement one or two things in the training ground, and the players' mentality has been excellent. Listen, we've had a horrific 7 days with where to train. Sparrows Lane's been like a car park, concrete one, and we've had no movement in the ground at all. We got half of the valley the other day by double covering the part of it. I believe it's got down to -6 the wind chill today as we're training. So it's going to be a cold one.